The two biggest questions I keep getting asked is, why don't we impeach him? What happens if Trump defies the judge? Well, here we go. First of all, why can't we impeach him? Because we don't have the votes to impeach him. So stop asking for Trump to be impeached. In fact, you want to sound like you don't know what you're talking about? Say that. Okay, just don't. I want to stop you right now. We don't have the votes. And even when we had the votes in the last term, he was in his first term, we didn't have the votes to prosecute him, which sounds stupid as hell. I know, right? Imagine getting, prosecuted, but you don't get sentenced. Like, jeez. Well, that's what happened to him anyway in court, right? And that's why he's the first felon president. So what about the second one? What happened if Trump defies the judges? Well, we're about there. We got two judges, Judge Boasberg of the Alien Enemies Act and Judge Zennis of the Garcia Act. Garcia is coming home, believe me. Here's what's happening. In both cases, they almost have Trump administration in contempt. Does that mean he goes to jail? No, he ain't going to jail as president. It's just not happening. However, his people could go to jail, and even after presidency, he could go to jail. So here's how this works. Some of his people are going down. Now, in the back end of my group, and you want to in my group, any of my groups, all you got to do is contact me at darrenmonroe.com or go down to the description in the video and follow the instructions there. Here's the thing. In my clarity group, I'm talking about who are the top people who are going to jail. So I'll just mention a few of them. There's a list of 10 different groups. Here's the first one at the top of that, and that is the unknown people with no political capital. The people who are the custom agents, the ICE agents. They're going to jail. They're going to lose their license. They're in trouble. They're in big trouble because they went against the law, both in the Boasberg case and the Zenith case. And the one where the Supreme Court kicked it down 9-0, which brings me back to the original question of, what if he defies the judges anyway, and they defy the judges? Contempt of court means his people are going down. He's not going, but his people are going down. And they are going to be held in contempt of court. That could be in civil or in criminal. Now, in civil, that would mean charges could be held against them, and they could be liable for thousands, even millions of dollars. But in criminal, that could mean they're going to jail. And at the very least, they're losing their jobs, their licenses. And I mean, this is going to happen with law enforcement officers, attorneys. Oh, it's happening. And they'll be the first ones to go down. The other thing to understand is Pam Bondi ain't as powerful as you think she is. I'll say that again. Pam Bondi isn't as powerful as you think she is. Pam Bondi is not as powerful as you think she is. How do I know? Because federal judges can put warrants, they can put affidavits, they can pull people in, subpoenas, and federal officers have to follow the law. Any officer has to follow the law that federal judge says. She can tell them to stop, but if they stop, they're in trouble. They go to jail too. They got to follow the law. And I think that many of the police want to follow the law. It's not necessarily that they do and don't like Trump. It's the fact that they believe in the law, just like the judicial branch does. That's why they've been so great holding it down. So the idea that the marshals who always say, we always get our man or woman, right? Oh, they're going to serve. They're going to serve no matter what it is. Is it going to be Trump? No. But could it be Bondi? Yeah. Could it be Bondi's people? Yeah. Could it be Tom Homan, Kristi Noem? Yeah. Could it be Elon? Hell yeah. I got a separate thing called Elon going to jail or the morgue. And it's on the back end of my clarity group. Go to my DarrenMonroe.com, contact me, or go down to my description and do what it says there. But I'm telling you, it's possible. Don't freak out. Just focus. Because if he defies the judge, if they continue to defy the judge, they're almost in contempt of court twice right now. Don't freak out over that. He's in trouble. Believe me, the judicial branch will get him. Did I earn your subscription? Did I earn it? If so, subscribe. If not, all good.